Hi everyone, today I am sharing a video on the Zika virus. The very first case of the Zika virus was reported in 1947 in a rhesus monkey in Zika forest, from where it got its name, and from this Zika forest belongs to the Uganda. Since then there was only 13 cases till 2007, so it was of no concern for us. But since then, after 2007, there were small outbreaks in the Micronesia, Polynesia and Caledonia. But in 2015, there was a huge outbreak in Brazil, reporting around a million of cases, and then WHO declared it as a public health emergency of the international concern. If we talk of the Zika virus, it's an RNA virus. It's an enveloped RNA virus which belongs to the family Flaviviridae and genus is Flavivirus. And since it is also belonging to the Flaviviridae, so it is also spread by the arthropod, that is the Aedes aegypti, and so it is quite similar to the dengue and chikungunya. Now why it is of a concern for us? Because the Zika virus leads to the newborn microcephaly, that is why this topic is important. Another thing is, as we know, it's spread by the Aedes aegypti, and the other routes through which it can spread is vertical transmission can occur from the mother to the baby, can also spread by the sexual route or the blood transfusion. Now, if we talk of the clinical features of the Zika virus, many infections are asymptomatic. They will go unnoticed, but sometimes it may present with the mild symptoms like low-grade fever, arthralgia, myalgia, rash, conjunctivitis, lymphadenopathy. It can mimic the dengue and the chikungunya, but the rash and the conjunctivitis are more prominent in the Zika virus. Another thing, it may lead to the neurological complications like Guillain-Barré syndrome, transverse myelitis, meningoencephalitis, all that can occur following that infection of the Zika virus. Another thing of concern is when it occurs to the mother in the first trimester or second trimester, it may lead to the abortion, intrauterine death, stillbirths, and microcephaly is reported. Also, ocular anomalies can be there. The very important thing we need to remember is if the mother is acquiring this infection during the first trimester mainly, or sometimes during the second trimester, there can occur the microcephaly in the newborn. Now, how to make the diagnosis of the Zika virus? During the initial 7 days, the diagnosis can be established by performing the RT-PCR in the blood. But after 7 days, we need to go for the antibody test, that is IgM MAC ELISA. But ELISA can be positive if there is infection with the other flaviviruses also. Like dengue or chikungunya, there the test may come positive. Now treatment is only symptomatic and supportive, that has to be given. For prevention, especially the pregnant women should avoid traveling to the Zika afflicted areas. Also there should be vector control, and the vaccine for it are under development.